morning. It's Saturday morning in Bloomington, Indiana, and we want to welcome you to the University of Sewing at the Tailored Fit, and I'm Margaret Fetty. We are at Facebook Live this morning. We usually do these on Friday morning at 9:30, but this week we just got back from a training at Bernina at their Creative Center in Aurora, not Indiana, it's up in Illinois. Anyway, not too very far away. But we just got back from a wonderful training up there, and we came back with some really pretty certificates that we're going to frame and so forth. But what I wanted to do is remind you that we are Bloomington's Bernina dealership, and we only carry Berninas. Frankly, I've drank the Kool-Aid. I'm totally sold. I don't want a different machine than a Bernina. So I just want to tell you what's going to be happening this fall, because some really exciting stuff is going to happen. So, for starters, this beautiful Q20, it is going to its new home today. We have a lovely customer who has purchased this, and we are going to be waiting on getting our next Q20. But if you haven't heard, Bernina has come out with a slightly smaller addition to this, and it's called the Q16. Our Q16 that we're going to be getting, and when we receive that, that is going to have its own folding table. And the price point on that is going to be absolutely amazing. You will be able to get that particular machine for an extraordinary price. But I'm going to keep that as a teaser so that you contact me. And the best way to do that is either through our website, and we have an email address, info@universityofsewing.com. If you just want to poke around on our website, go to universityofsewing.com. It doesn't get easier. If you want to call me and talk to me, I'm always happy to talk to you, and I love talking about sewing machines, as anyone can tell you. That phone number is 812-323-2665. But it's on the website if you didn't get that, if I talk too fast. Trying not to talk too fast, but I'm really excited. We're going to get that Q16 in here, and the Bernina ambassador for the Q16 is Amanda Murphy. And we are starting to carry Amanda's rulers. We're carrying her books, and we've got a lot of her new things coming up very soon. They're on order. We're just waiting to get them. So as soon as those come out, I'll make sure you get an email. By the way, are you signed up for our email? If you don't get our email, you don't know what's going on, and we have some amazing things coming up. For example, next Friday we'll do another Facebook Live, but next Saturday, we're going to have a radio remote here, and we're going to do that with one of the local radio stations, so you'll be able to hear us and hear all the fun interviews and so forth. So we're going to be on the radio next Saturday. And if you wanted to come in, we'll have special gifts for anybody who comes in between 10 and 12 next week. So you'll get a little price just for walking in the door. So right now, we have actually gotten some of the Bernina lower end machines. So if you've got an entry level sewer, there are some really good deals on those machines. Then we've got several 475. So you got a nice entry point into the Bernina line there. We have these beautiful sergers right here. And you know, we just came out with an air threader. So these little sergers, if you're comfortable threading a serger, these are perfect. And you know what? You can always talk to us about price, because we will work with you on that, especially if you have a trade-in. So talk to me about pricing and we can do something about that. We've got 535s in stock. We have the 500 embroidery unit in stock. We've got a 570. Now, it's probably one of my very favorite machines we've got right now. So that is a wonderful machine. If you're not wanting embroidery right away, the 570 is a great way to get into all of the wonderful features of Bernina without the embroidery unit. And look at that, 8.5 inches right there. Pretty nice, great LED lights. Easiest interface I've ever seen to work with as a computer on a sewing machine. This, yes, I'm in love. Air threaders. I have never seen a serger that was easier to understand and easier to thread. It just isn't, it doesn't come easier than this. It's very straightforward. You aren't going to need practically but 5 minutes to understand how to use this machine. And it sews like, the difference between sewing on a regular serger and this is like going from a Cadillac to a spaceship. It's amazing. So you want to pre-order one of these right now. I'm doing this through the end of the month. This isn't a Bernina thing. This is a Margaret at the University of Sewing thing. We are giving some free gifts away with pre-ordering this. You will get a carrying case with it. You will get the big book of serging, and you will get a gift certificate for $500 worth of fabric if you come in and put a deposit down on this machine between now and the end of the month. So come and see me. I'm gonna get this into the hands of people who love to serge. You will be just so thrilled with this machine. All right, we are gonna keep on the theme of clothing today because of course if you want a serger, you probably sew clothes. And if you don't know how to sew clothes, guess who's the best place to learn how to sew clothing? It's us. So we carry a lot of beautiful, beautiful fabric, and we don't get an opportunity to really focus on it too much. So in this particular Facebook Live, I decided that what we were going to do is talk about fabric today. And I do have to mention by the end of this, I need to remember to tell you that today has a special, it's a national, one of those national days. We have a special thing to tell you about that, and you're gonna crack up when you hear that. Another little teaser. Hopefully you'll stick with me. So we have burnouts. Now, some of you may not know what a burnout is, but this fabric was treated in such a way, and by the way, it's 100% cotton, so it's not even, it's not some sort of man-made material, but I think maybe you can get the idea that you see through those dots a little bit. Now, it doesn't make it totally sheer, but it does make for a really cool dimensionality that you won't get in most fabrics. And we have about, half a dozen of those, and they are really fun. Beside those fabrics right here, we have some gorgeous, gorgeous rayons. These are rayon chalets, and this particular group are from a company called Stoff. This fabric is so soft and lovely. It is just a joy. It drapes really well, and anybody wearing this is going to look like $1 million. We've got some linen blends, linen cotton blends right here. These are so pretty. The colors are just really saturated and very gorgeous. They're lightweight, and they would make a really cute dress or top. You could even make a lightweight pair of pants out of these. They wash up gorgeously. So it's one of the things that we do here that maybe a lot of shops don't. I usually know how something's going to wash up, and very infrequently I'll have missed a fabric in the shop, but it doesn't happen very often. I try really hard to make sure we wash and dry at home every kind of fabric we get in, so I know how to tell you how to treat it so that you have more success with your projects. This whole group of fabrics up here on the top are all Japanese fabrics. And there's a company called Coco, and they make some really beautiful things. There's some textured fabric, there's some double gauze, there's some double-sided brocades. And see this fabric right here? I'm gonna pull this out because this is really a rock star in fabric. So this fabric, when you drop it down, look at this beautiful pattern. And then when I turn it to the opposite side, look at this. These are perfectly woven fabrics. This is all woven. There's nothing printed on here. This is all woven. And this is also 100% cotton. Now, this is a double-sided brocade out of cotton. So what does that mean? Well, that means it's going to shrink. So you don't want to put it in really hot water, and you don't want to put it in a hot dryer. But if you go ahead and wash it ahead of time and dry it and do that on your medium temperatures, you'll probably have a little bit of shrinkage. I'd say probably 2 to 3%. But make sure that if you're going to order something like this on our website, by the way, this is on our website, just put in the word Japanese fabrics and these come up. Make sure you get a little bit of extra fabric if you're going to use this. So we made that fabric up into this top, and I washed it and dried it in really hot water, and it shrank quite a bit, but that's why I'm saying is I think if you don't put it in really hot water, it'll be fine. And I made this totally reversible. Look at that. So this top can be worn either way. Used a binding around there. You know, our Berninas have a wonderful binding attachment, and we've got videos on how to use that. So our feet are on sale right now, if I didn't tell you that, and I don't think I did. Bernina feet are all right now 25% off, and you'll want to go ahead and take advantage of that. That's only available till the end of the month. We carry a lot of clothing patterns. We carry Sewing Workshop, which is what this little top is. This is made up out of one of those double gauzes that we carry. And this is a top pattern from Sewing Workshop. We carry a lot of different apron patterns. Great starter project. If you're thinking about getting back into clothes, start off with something like an apron. They're very easy to work with, and you will be able to go ahead and make something like that. And, you know, the nice thing about an apron, they don't have to quote fit. You just need to have one that's big enough to go around you, and you can make them smaller, bigger. They're really simple to work with, and we have quite a few patterns, and they're really fun, great starter projects. They're also a really good project to start that sewer you're trying to help get into sewing. That's a great project for them too. But another really good project to do is something like this little pair of pants. These are like a pajama pant. And this is a great entry-level project for almost anybody can make this. And all it is an elastic waist and cute little wide legs. Everybody can fit into this. It's super cute. It's by Indigo Junction. It's called the Artesian Pants. And sometimes people are scared of pants, but honestly, pants aren't that tough. And especially a pattern like this that's nice and loose fitting. So I would recommend if you want to try out a pair of pants, this is a great way to go. And this is made out of one of our wonderful RJR cottons. It could also be made up out of linen. You could make this up out of a lot of different materials. You want to kind of keep it lightweight and drapey if you can. They'll turn out cuter that way. So I wanted to take and bring you back into this part of our store because we don't get to this very often. And what I wanted to show you is right through here, we have this beautiful group of wool. Now, we probably carry more wool than any other local store. I'm a huge fan of making coats. I know a lot about it, which means I can help you if you want to make a coat. Coats don't have to be hard. We have some really nice patterns that are pretty simple to make a coat out of. We have a couple from Indigo Junction right here. There's 4 of them right in this little area right here. They're super simple to make. And we carry all the materials to make that coat. So they've made theirs out of kind of like almost a canvasy material, but think of how beautiful that would be out of wool. And sometimes people are a little scared to do something like that, but actually wool is easier to work with than canvas or cotton is, because all you do is just steam it, and it's just beautiful. It works really well. We're going to do some more videos on working with wool so that you guys feel more comfortable, but honestly, look at this material right here, or this one. If you made one of those 4 jackets you see out of something like this, how cute would those be? We have some beautiful red coating fabric. I mean, any of the fabrics we've got here in the wools would turn absolutely gorgeous out of that. Now, if you like to make coats or you're interested in that sort of thing, you might be wondering about lining. Well, we carry some amazing linings. We have these 5 different ones right over here. This fabric is actually a silk and cotton blend. It's 45 inches wide. Yes, you do have to dry clean it. That's why it would be perfect to work with those wools. We also have some Bemberg lining. which is a rayon lining, and that is 45 inches wide, and we carry that in some really pretty colors. Where else are you going to find pink lining material? Again, it's a dry cleaning product, so it's just for when you're working with something like your wools or some other tailored piece of fabric that you want to make sure that's going to go to the dry cleaners. It'll just turn out prettier that way. We carry all the interfacings for all of this, and like I said, we have a really dramatic line on the clothing patterns. We carry Friday Pattern Company. We carry Grain Line Studio. We just got back in the willow tank dress. A lot of people have picked this up because it makes into a really pretty top. This will work well for rayons. It'll work well for linens. You could make this out of silk. It's just really pretty. We carry Sewing Workshop. Let me see, who else am I missing here? I think, oh, I forgot. We do carry some closet case patterns. Look at this cute little pajama pattern. Is that not just darling? So, and that silk cotton blend that I just showed you, yes, it says to dry clean, but it's silk and cotton. I have a feeling that if you want to make jammies out of it, if you washed it ahead of time, you could probably do that. I know I'm going to look into that, and when I find out, I'm going to let you know. So I want to take you over to our rayons and to our knits, because we have a lot of patterns for those, and I think you will enjoy those a bunch. Now, yes, it's getting a little cool outside. That's why I mentioned the wools to you. But if you're a little bit on the hot-natured side, this rayon fabric, you could make it up in a top. That first top that I showed you made out of the double gauze by Sewing Workshop, this would be gorgeous. Think about how pretty a top would be out of this. Also, these are, like I said, these are 100% rayon. I wash and dry these. They work perfectly in the washer and dryer. No special care needing to be done, other than you probably don't want to put it on the hottest temperatures you can do. Don't do that. Don't do that with your clothing fabric anyway. It's not good for them. So we have the little something jacket. Look how cute this is. See in the rayon just how it drapes and how beautiful it is. You could make this up in no time. This is a really simple pattern. There's not almost any fitting things to do here. It's really simple. And we probably will not have one this fall, but in the spring I'm planning on having another class on this. So again, some more rayons. So those are really beautiful. Look how pretty this is. This is just, I mean, this is just so lovely. This one is called Rayon Batik Teal, Blue, and Gold. It is just such a beautiful pattern. So we are getting to, oh, that one? If you wanted to make something really beautiful out of that, you might want to go ahead and do that pretty soon, because we're down to getting just a short amount of yardage on that one. So I want to take you over this way. Oh, by the way, look at these cute little jackets we brought back from Bernina. Are these not adorable? So I thought these were really cute. Unfortunately, we only were able to get them in one size, but I love them. They're really adorable. Those will go up on the website here probably in the next week. Now, this is one area that I have a special love for. We were talking about sergers earlier. Well, your serger is the perfect fabric, or excuse me, using your knits with your serger is perfect, because these can be made up into tops, pajamas, PJ pants, any kind of a dress. Using that serger, you can whip these out in no time. I have a cute little tank top. It's one of those tunic style. Anybody who sees me, they know I always wear tunic style. And I can use any of our sergers and make up something out of these beautiful fabrics. As far as that top goes, hour and a half from cutting it out to finishing it. It's really simple. We are going to be doing more knit things here in the next few weeks. Keep an eye out on our YouTube channel. If you've not been on there, there's quite a bit on there right now, and we're trying to make more all the time. So look, this is so soft. If you came in here and you felt this, amazing. And you know what? If you want a sample, it doesn't really say it on our website, but don't hesitate to call us. Just ask. We'll send you a sample. We don't mind doing that. So beautiful, beautiful knits. These are from Denmark. They're from Stoff, just like those rayons that I showed you over there. They make incredible quality fabric. We have several employees who have made tops out of this, including myself. And we started getting Stoff in over a year ago. And we have been wearing those tops for the last year, and no pilling. No pilling. It's amazing. I'm not used to seeing that with knits. I'm used to having a real problem with that. And Stoff, these are made up of 95% cotton and 5% lycra. They just do not pill. It's the most wonderful thing when we discovered those. Now, look at this gorgeous fabric. This is an Italian knit. We made it up out of the flat iron coat and jacket pattern from Sewing Workshop. And Sewing Workshop had intended that this would be maybe linen, or maybe it would be a wool. Well, we made it up out of a knit, and it sure did come out really cute. And this is kind of like the perfect add-on jacket for any outfit, and we have a little bit of this left. I would recommend that you go ahead and order this pretty soon. But this is the perfect time of year for a little jacket like this. There's no, this jacket's completely unlined. The only thing you need is to be able to go ahead and finish off seams and hem it up. It's really simple. We carry stretch needles, we carry woolly nylon, we carry knit interfacing. We have all the things you need to make your clothes. All you need, if you're running into a problem, if you don't understand the instructions on something, don't hesitate to contact us. We want to help you through these projects. We carry Pamela's patterns. She makes these wonderful tunic tops. A lot of the tunic tops that I have are made from this pattern. And I like this pattern because what Pamela does with her patterns is she's made them for adult females. She's moved the shoulder line a little bit forward. She's gone ahead and given us a little bit more room through our bellies. We always appreciate that. She puts darts in the patterns if you need them. She also gives you a pattern without a dart if you don't need them. So you don't have to do the work of adding darts in. Pamela's patterns are amazing when it comes to knits, and I've seen recently that she's come out with some new ones, so be on the look. We'll get there. We're going to get some of those new ones. So I want to finish this up with one last thing, and that is that we are going to be running today only a Talk Like a Pirate Day. And Talk Like a Pirate Day is if you come into the store and you just say "arg" or something equally silly, because it's National Talk Like a Pirate Day, we will give you 20% off your entire order. Now, if you get 25% off your feet, you're not going to get an additional 20%. Let's not be silly. But you will get 20% off your entire order minus the feet. You'll get 25% off of those. And if you want to do this online, we are going to put the pirate coupon on there, and it'll just be pirate, and you can use that. Now, we haven't done it yet, so give me a little bit of time after we finish up this Facebook Live. Give me until about 10:30, and I will have the pirate coupon on there, and you can order fabric for clothes. You can order yourself some patterns. If you have any questions, just call us, 812-323-2665. You're not sure which fabric to use with which pattern? We can help you with that. We love to make clothes around here, and we want to make you successful. So you never have to do this on your own. We also have an email address, info@theuniversityofsewing.com. Excuse me, I said that wrong. info@universityofsewing.com. There's no that in there. info@universityofsewing.com. And our website is universityofsewing.com. So go online, shop, if that's your thing, if you want to come in, we'd love to see you. We love to see our customers. We have the best customers in the world. So come and see us. We love to see you. And don't forget, next Saturday, we're going to be doing a live radio event. So anybody who comes in between 10 and 12 next week, you're going to get a special little gift just for walking in the door. And everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. It's been lots of fun to be here with you. Margaret Fetty from the University of Sewing.